Hello everybody, and thank you for watching Sampson's Judo. Today we're going to do a very nice technique. It's called Harai-Goshi, sweeping hip or sweeping loin. Beautiful technique, and we'll just explain to you how it's done. Okay, first thing we're going to do, obviously take hold of kumikata. Like everything in Judo, with any throw, we need to break their balance, which is very, very important. So from kumikata, I like to hold just underneath the elbow, across here. Don't hold too low, don't hold too deep. You'll often see people holding over the top. Okay, I like to hold underneath, which gives me a lot more control. It's my style of Judo that I do. I don't like to hold up here. Underneath here is more subtle, and when you twist the jacket, you have good control of the shoulder, where here you haven't got as much control. So traditional Harai-Goshi, underneath the elbow, lapel grip across here. Now with most techniques, forward techniques, I basically need to turn around and face in the same direction. So to do that, my right foot's going to come to his right toe, leaving enough space on the side. We turn around, right to right, enough space for my left foot to come in. So when I turn, I'm equal to his balance. What's important is not to step too far to this side or step too far this way. Your body is uneven. With Harai-Goshi, I need to be slightly in front of him and a fraction to the left, because I'll be attacking this leg, which is going to be the sweeping action. So from here, as you step, break his balance up, break his balance, make it nice and light. Bring the left foot in, nice and deep. And then what I'll be trying to do is make connection with his hips. So from here, step, and good connection with the hips. What we don't want is for it to be a big gap between my hips and his hips. Step, connect, step, connect, step, connect. And then with the left foot coming in, turn, 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 turn. Look in the opposite direction. Your right foot will come down, point your toes, and I'm going to make contact with his shin underneath here. Don't go too high, because you lose a lot of the power of the throw across here. So it's a little bit like Ogoshi, Surikomi-Goshi. You're using a lot of your hips to create the throw. Some people think it's the leg that makes the throw, but it's your actual body action bending forward. So it's a little bit like Harai-Goshi, Ogoshi, Surikomi-Goshi, using a lot of the hips to throw. So take hold, step, kuzushi, get the foot in. You've got the gake, which means contact. Turn round, bend forward, and you're ready for execution. If you notice, this arm is pushed forward and upwards all the time. Do not make the mistake of bringing this hand down. It's a natural habit that a lot of people do, because what I want to do, I want to cause a tukuri, what we call floating movement. I need this balance, off his balance, right throughout the throw. From time of entry to the time of finish, I need to gain control of his balance. That's why we can throw bigger people if you're smaller people. So we don't want to add weight to his toes. We want to take the weight off his toes. And to do that, you're using your hands to control. So up here, left, and then across here, ready for action. Now the other very, very important thing is this arm. Where does this arm go? You'll often have people doing Harai-Goshi with their hand out here. The way it should be done is from a lapel grip. Your arm will bend down and just come underneath the shoulder here. And this is used to also control and elevate uki up. Step, hand here. So pay attention to this arm. Grab, step, underneath, left foot in, turn, bend forward. Bend your foot. Bend forward, sweep, and you're using your hands as well as your hips, as well as your leg, to make this throw very effective. So where you place your hands, how you break his balance, where you place your feet is very, very important. Okay? Again, watch. Don't hold high, don't hold low. If you hold too high, then your elbow won't go under his shoulder. So actually his chest is quite good. And you should practice just getting this elbow underneath there, like so. So step, break his balance. Step, break, right, left, turn all the way around. What's important, I'm throwing right off his balance. You'll often see people throw Harai-Goshi slightly sideways, throwing this way. It can work in a competition, but if we're doing Harai-Goshi for the right reasons, I need to throw him in the direction that he's pointing, which is his weaker point, this way. I don't really want to be pointing this way. If that happens, that's because my foot is pointing in the wrong direction. Therefore, people don't turn their foot and they're sweeping and throwing this way. This foot needs to turn around and basically put a point the same direction as the way uke is standing. If your toes are pointing in the same direction, it tells me that your hips are in place where I can actually bend forward and throw him in the correct direction, which is his weakest point. So I'm going to show you a weak throw with the feet wrong, and then I'm going to show you the right way. It still works, but it's not as more powerful. What I want uke to do is to land in front of me, not to my side. So play one more time, watch. You can see uke is landing on this side. I've created a throw, it's worked, but there's a big difference. I want uke to land in front of me. This is the way we identify whether a throw has actually been done correctly or falsely. So if we want to get the science behind the judo, then we need to look where uke lands to know whether we've done it right or wrong. There, uke needs to land in front of you. Support whenever you throw, so we're ready for transition. Also help my opponent, do his breakfall. When we're training, we want to look after each other at the same time. So those two key points are very important to pay attention whether you've done it right or wrong. So what are the key points? The key points, I need to control his elbow up all the time. Second key point, I need my elbow to come underneath his shoulder at all time. Third key point, I need my entry to be between uke's legs, not to one side. Not far forward, I need it close. Fourth key point, I need gake to make contact with uke. A very common problem, people turn in and they bend forward before any body contact is made. There's a big gap between us. If I'm leaning forward before he's leaning forward, I've lost about 60–70% of the throw. So what's important, when you step in, you make the contact, uke gets connected to your hips. When I bend forward, he comes with me. It's no good me bending forward and uke is still standing. So this is a mistake. Step. This is a common problem. Uke is still standing strong. If he was very good at resisting, he'll be able to resist. So what we're looking for is this contact. Now, when I bend forward and twist my head around, uke is going to come with me and he's going to get thrown. So learning the dynamics of the technique is important, so we know what we're looking for, and then from there, we know how to develop it. This is Harai-Goshi, sweeping hip or sweeping loin, done from one form of kumikata. There are other variations that we can do this, but for now, this is the textbook way for you to go away and practice. And as always, I always recommend, please do left and right. That way you develop judo much, much stronger. Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. And if you're, if you're very happy with what we're doing, please don't forget to subscribe and follow us on YouTube channel. Thank you very much.